Well, hello. Is like I'm here to show you the Big Bird and Cashier. Is like so far as if we all have ever had a job, or if we ever heard it so far as the job position. So far as for cashier, is you have it to where you got the cashier right here. You got the register, then along with the computer monitor screen, or it could be the checkout screen, and along with a few the buttons, and then it's like so far as some people may look at it, it's like entry keys or whatever. But right here also that is the calculator. But what you see right here is that it's like a chart right here that I went and came up with so far with the Big Bird Cashier. Is basically talking about the fact about the money. It's like it could be counted. It's like with between you got the money diagram right here. Basically talk between 10 and 20 cents to the $4.32 to $5.43 and then $1.79 and so. And of course it's like if you were if we were to do what you say that is the math homework, is like take a say a marker right here. But if you take a you do the math homework, that if you say go from from negative say to positive, that you have it to where if you were to start out with a $1, I'm sure a lot of people probably say that they would have at least a $1 around. It's like so far on their debit or credit card or whatever so far as check. But you got $1 right here, and let's say if you subtract that, you subtract that from like 50 cents, what it is. It's like you got 50 cents. You can create like a math problem right here. As I do the math, it's like so far as subtract that, and then it'll be about 50 cents. And then you would say that if you were to add about maybe 61 cents on top of that, it's like you have it to where you add the additional dollar, say say 50 cents, and then you add 61 cents, which add all that up. And of course it's like you add up with the calculator. But of course within a small amount of time to explain it, but basically that you have it to where you add up these numbers. As you start from from 5 to 5, like 5 to 5, and makes 10, and then you say subtract that from 1, and of course equals to 9. But you have it to where you start out with dollars, between dollars and so far as nickels and dimes and pennies, or what do you call it, that you can create like a chart right here. Tell you it's like so far as it is to right sideways here, so far as 7, or it could be 22, something like that. You can have it to where the numbers get higher and then they go lower. But so far with Big Bird Cashier is to know that a lot of times that your job is handling money, and then so far as talking and explaining to the shoppers and all that stuff about the sales and stuff. So far as sales and Black Friday, so far with Black Friday and happy hour sale, or it could be clearance sale. And so far with the quantity, is like, as we all know, it basically means that whatever amount that you're getting, that if you're getting about maybe the same thing or about equal to the same brand, and how many that you'll be getting, that's more likely. So otherwise they won't charge you like for the half, for the third or the fourth of the price, for what you were getting. And of course, if we all remember, if we go to the grocery store, or it could be a retail store, or whatever it is, shopping mall, that we would notice that a lot of times the prices that they charge you per pound, or say there could be sale for two buy one get one free, or 2 for $5 or whatever it is. But whenever I went to the grocery store today, that of course it's like a lot of the things that were that I did see on the shelf, basically were, it's like you look at the signs, and a lot of times it's the price is basically 55. They say 55 cents, or it could be 65 cents, or whatever it is. But then they say it's like that's per pound, or it could be per pound, or they say it could be per orange, or whatever you call it. That they put it on the shelf, and the way they market it is that basically is so far as charged per pound or per ounce or whatever it is, for singles or something. And then a lot of times that they will probably say that to most customer shoppers, or anybody shopping, that is to pay attention to signs, because more likely that they would, it's like get you, like by the time you get to the checkout, then that a few things are a little bit more than what you thought it was, or it's like so far whenever they add taxes up. But so far with the coupons, but a lot of times whenever I went shopping, that I remember that that a lot of times whenever you get to the checkout, that you would get to the checkout, and it seems like checkout time is really always, a lot of times, is the worst time. It's like one of them, because you probably just don't want to wait in line. But a lot of the people probably say is to be patient, and that while you're waiting, you can maybe count your change, or decide on if you want to pay by credit or debit card, or pay by check, or it could be, say, cash, or whatever it is. And more likely that they give you time maybe to make a phone call or whatever it is. But so far as the rebates, and then so far as interest, that a lot of times with so far as members, that a lot of that stuff basically is like all depends on that so far with interest, that you basically is a fact about that whatever entrance payments that are due for whatever whatever merchandises, and so far whatever you're buying, is whatever money that you put down so far as payments, and how much is left. And then I guess they give you like a period of time for when you got to pay it off, such as they say a loan. And then loan rebates is money from other companies that are paid back to you for purchasing that product. But so far with Big Bird Cashier, is basically say this is that a lot of people would probably say that that one thing that they can't really explain, I guess a lot of times when you're at the register, is the fact about about why prices are the way they are, is that more likely that somebody does the math, and more likely that that somebody more likely be the person who works at that register, or whatever you call it. But the way I would think about it is that of course you hear the same answer to where people don't make the prices. But then on the other hand, that you say that we all make the prices. But I really think that the whole true matter is that that the whole thing about the prices is that how well it's made, and then how much time it takes to be shipped to the store is what the cost is, and so forth, with the taxes and stuff. But that's just one thing that I don't know if anybody has really figured out the answer to the prices, or it could be maybe the sales, or whatever you call it. You think the register would know, the cashier register would know a lot of that information. But more likely the only information that they would probably know is basically is whatever information it shows on their little readers. And so far as for the readers, is that to know about whenever you calculate the price, is to know that you, whenever you shop, is to just pick out what you basically need, and compared to what you basically want, and just make the decision from there. But so far with Big Bird and Cashier, and then along with the study diagram, and along so far as the checkout, and so far as a lot of times the receipts would show about if you want to participate in the survey or not. But enter for coupons, whatever it is. But so far with Big Bird, and then so far as talking about it, so far as the cashier and stuff, so far with Big Bird and Big Bird Cashier Coloring.